Right, so very close game. Um, the Eagles need to pick it up though. They need to score fast. Probably get an onside kick. Probably get an onside kick and score again. Donovan McNabb in a shotgun. He looks, he throws it to Chris Cooley. I remember Chris Cooley. Very underrated tight end as well. And yes, Donovan McNabb was on the Redskins, if anybody didn't know at the time. And he throws it incomplete. I guess he wanted to stay in the NFC division or NFC East. I mean, I couldn't really. Oh man, he did play. I think he played. I think he played with the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken. Donovan McNabb under center. He looks. He drives back. He looks. He throws. It's caught by Santana Moss and he fumbles it. And the Cowboys recovered. Oh man, what a costly fumble by Santana Moss. There goes Tony Romo. 4 touchdowns by me, obviously. The computer ain't throwing 4 touchdowns. And that's a flag. Wow, first flag of the game. And it's on Tony. It's on the Cowboys. And that pushes them to 2nd and 18. They're just gonna run it, and he gets stuffed. They had the Redskins had Albert Hainsworth at the time. They had London Fletcher. Man, I remember all these people, man. It's sad that the NFL is faceless. There it goes. Dez Bryant had a big game. This is Madden 11, if anybody's wondering. And they're going to have to call timeout now. Y'all need to hear the music. You know how YouTube is with the music. 8 for 18 on 3rd down. 44% completion. Hands it off to Tiki. I said Tiki. Speaking of Tiki Barber. Tiki Barber is going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame next year. Ooh, nice punt to get him at the one. Can we see a safety? Yeah, they're gonna have to get out there on the end zone. But Donovan McNabb's looks, ooh, almost tipped twice. That should have been picked off. Cowboys have not been picking the ball off in this game. They rather swat it than pick it off. There's been a few fumbles though. But me as a Giants fan, I don't. Donovan McNabb, oh my gosh. Yeah, Donovan McNabb was washed at the time. He was kind of like Russell Wilson. Just he was not him. He was not the Donovan McNabb with the Eagles. And then that's when they handed the keys to Rex Grossman. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. And he was no good. So, but look at the Redskins. Look at the Commanders now. They found their quarterback for like the longest. They haven't gone through so many quarterbacks. It's crazy. But I guess it was all worth the wait. Donovan McNabb looks and it's batted down, incomplete. Turnover on downs. They might probably nail it here. Let me see. Yep. No, they're not. Jumbo formation. I don't know. What did Tiki Barber leave behind in the NFL? I think he's probably third or fourth among running backs in terms of rushing yards. He would have played longer had he not retired so early. And that was the year that we actually won the Super Bowl. So maybe it was a good thing that he retired. Because, there's a lot of what ifs, right? Like, what if Tiki Barber was on that 07 New York Giants team? Would they still win the Super Bowl? Like, for me, I think he would have been taking a lot of carries from Jacobs and Bradshaw. So it would have been him, Bradshaw, and Jacobs. I don't know how those carries was going to get split. So, again, maybe it was a good thing that he retired, But anyways, I don't know how I feel about him being in the Hall of Fame. But I'm not going to, attack him personally. I think Tiki Barber was a phenomenal running back, even though he had fumbling issues early on in his career. But, he cleaned that up. And, he had his best game against the Redskins where he rushed for like 249 or something like that, 2 tubs. Donovan McNabb looks and he scrambles. So they are out of timeouts. He's flexing. And he's probably going to spike it, and he does. So it's 38-21. Has led 11 fourth quarter comebacks in his career. Dang, 11. And I'm like, I didn't like the down, not like that, but just as a, leadership, Donovan McNabb was one of those underrated quarterbacks for his time, and he passes it to Chris Cooley. And Chris Cooley was another underrated tight end. And he spikes again because they out of timeouts. So maybe a little cheap touchdown, make it 28-38. Down, they lost by, 10? No, they lost by 11. Donovan McNabb looks, he throws and it's incomplete. Usually when they be thrown like that, it usually gets picked off. Or they rule it as a fumble. Third and 10, 28, 27 seconds. He looks, he throws, and it's caught. Wow. Chris Cooley, how the hell he came up with that touchdown? I thought it was picked. Nice throw, nice catch by Donovan McNabb. Oh, here comes the booth review. I was about to say, where's the booth review? Did he get his feet in bounds? He threw up a prayer and it was caught. I thought his foot. I can't hear. It's upheld, so he didn't get it. Wow. Yeah, I guess they're going to have to settle for a field goal. I thought they was going to go for it. So it's 28-38. So now this is where the onside kick comes in to play. There goes that touchdown, even though it was incomplete. Oh, not even incomplete, overturned. Wow, they're never gonna onside kick it. That's wild. What the hell the CPU is doing? I mean, even if the Redskins did recover it, they only have 19 seconds to play with, so it's not really enough time to do anything. And the Dallas Cowboys defense was playing great until they surrendered 28 points. So the Cowboys won 38-28. Very high scoring game. Even though it was like 7-3 in the first quarter. So Cowboys, so Dez Bryant's probably your player of the game, or Tony Romo? Tony Romo it is, 494. Dang, almost broke the record. And actually, I needed another 300 yards. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. What's the player of the game? I think that's the one yep. Oh, no. That was the one to Dez Bryant. Rookie Dez Bryant. Like, comment, subscribe.